Chief Brown, how many PSC officers are typically on a shift? I know it varies.
The shifts vary. The most officers that we have are on the 3 to 11 shift, where we usually have about, we have anywhere from 8 to 10 officers on the 3 to 11 shift.
Okay.
That also includes that where the security for sports park, the security for the tram, and the security for regular patrol on the island.
Okay, so providing the security of the tram is using a significant portion of the force.
Yes, the security for the tram on the rush hour side, and we call our rush hour 7 a.m. to 10 a.m. On the Roosevelt Island side, we have 3 officers, and then we have 1 officer steady off peak hours, and then our main focus is that 3 p.m. to 7 p.m. rush hour on the Manhattan side. That is where you see the lines at. And the lines that are on the Manhattan side, we usually have 100 people who could board the cabin, and maybe 100 people or less on the lines. So that means that one of the trams should take between 6 and 12 minutes. We keep the lines orderly. We keep everyone off the platform unless they're on the other side of the turnstile to board the tram. We, along with NYPD, who have evaluated it, they think that, and we think that that's the safest way to provide the transportation on the tram. The optics are that you may see people online, but 100 people get on the tram, and that line is fluid. It's not like, we don't have a line of 200 or 300 people online. We have maybe 50, maybe 60 people online who don't make the cabin, but that line goes, it's very fluid, and we keep the people moving.
That's great. We appreciate the extra effort. So I hate to put you on the spot. How many red buses do we have?
Right now, we have a total of 6.
So we have 6 red buses. And if there wasn't a sort of transportation emergency, those red buses would be deployed here on the island
Exactly.
in various ways. And so by moving a significant number of those buses out of island service into off-island service, we have fewer present.
Taking away the service from Main Street.
Okay. Now, one thing we heard mentioned is one of the tracking apps. We used to have NextBus working, I think. If that could be reinstalled, that would be wonderful. But in the meantime, because resources are diverted, resources are more scarce right here in the center of transport. And that's just the unfortunate nature of things, that RIOC has limited resources for these purposes. It would be wonderful if the MTA would step forward a little bit more, but that's the MTA.
Provide us with a bus to go into Manhattan. Thank you. That'd be the ideal.
Well, can I ask, when you have the services diverted, is it 1 or 2 red buses that are going off island?
We have the weekend service, and you have midday service.
And so
So
how
I
many
have a
buses?
total of 6 buses, all right? But one is out of service now, we're trying to get that back in. So you have one express bus going down, and if somebody, right, last week I had operators still going on vacation, so that limits me to another bus gone. So I only wind up with a local, an express bus, and a local on Main Street. So that's a 15-minute headway for your local service, and your express bus going down from the Octagon.
I've had, multiple, well, not multiple, but I've seen emails asking to see, and it has been multiple, to see whether or not the express bus from Octagon could meet up with the
Subway shuttle.
subway shuttle? Is it the subway shuttle?
Yeah.
Or is it the shuttle to?
Subway. The subway shuttle.
Yeah, is it possible to have that?
Well, that's not on my end, that would have to be negotiated with the Octagon management.
So is there a rental fee for that? Is that something that?
What is management, James up there?
Oh, okay. So about that.
We haven't met, we met online.
So, Because it's stuff for the residents.
That's all right with James, she has a life.
Okay, thank you very much, so I just wanted to let the residents know that a significant fraction of RIOC's resources are being engaged to move people through this transportation problem. And I'm personally sorry it's hard for people, but planning is necessary, and hopefully the MTA will continue to step up more and more, especially with some public pressure.
I'm personally grateful for that, by the way, for what you just said, and I want to thank the PSD and Son. You guys are doing an incredible job. I know it's a really rough job, and I know we're thank you all. Well, a lot of people thank you, but they don't thank you enough. We really appreciate all the stuff you're doing for them.
So we have I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. So the next order of business is a motion to go into executive session